Morning, all of you, my dear students. In today's session, in this class, I have completed two videos. In each video, in each class, 10 one-word substitutes. I have explained you. In this session, one word substitutes part number 3, part number 1 and part number 2 have been completed recently in previous classes. In today's session or today's class, part number 3, we are going to discuss 10 one word substitutes in this class. My dear students, please listen carefully. In this session, first one is cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan means the meaning is someone who regards the world as their country. A broad concept, not a narrow concept, attitude. Someone who regards the world as their country. That means cosmopolitan, he is thinking, he has a good attitude, international or global, a worldwide universal attitude, worldwide attitude, global attitude and international attitude. A person who has lived and travelled, he regards to the world, not any country or any regional place or any region. A person who has lived and travelled in many countries, especially one who is free of national prejudices. National, he has no any prejudice. Prejudice means unfair and unreasonable opinion or feeling without enough thought or knowledge. It is a bad quality, unpleasant quality. He is free from prejudice. He has no any prejudice. He is someone who is cosmopolitan. Had a lot of contact with people and things from many different countries. That means as a result, he is open ideas and ways of doing things. That is more important. Cosmopolitan belong to all world, not limited to just one part of the world. He is a citizen of the world. That is the meaning of the cosmopolitan. It is also belongs to the not only persons, but places also. A cosmopolitan city or place or society is full of people from many different countries and cultures. That is called cosmopolitan cities. The meaning of cosmopolitan city, it is a place full of people from many different countries and different cultures. That type of city is called cosmopolitan city. It is not only belongs to the persons. It is also to describe the city, cosmopolitan city. London has always been a cosmopolitan city. London has always been a cosmopolitan city. That is sophisticated, worldly, cultured nature, refined nature. For example, of plants also. It is not only persons and places. The plants of animals. An animal or plant that occurs in most part of the world plants or animals widely distributed, belong to the all world. For example, cosmopolite, not only cosmopolitan, not cosmopolite. COSMOPOLITE, cosmopolite. Cosmopolite is a silent. He is a sophisticated, worldly traveled person. That is called cosmopolite. That is the meaning of the cosmopolite. The usage as given, my dear students, please listen to. A globalization will give rise to more cosmopolitans. It is a plural nouns. Globalization will give rise to more cosmopolitans. Globalization. This is the reason, more cosmopolitans, my dear students. And then in this session, second one is the second one word substitute is gourmet. Second one word substitute is gourmet. T silent. We should not pronounce T. T is a silent letter. In English language, many words have silent letters. In this word, one word substitutes, gourmet. R is also silent. T is also silent. Gourmet. Gourmet means, what is the meaning? One who loves good food, not food. So many students has mispronouncing this word. Food is a wrong pronunciation. Food. It is the phonetic transcription. Food, long vowel. We should food. That is the correct pronunciation. Right pronunciation. The one who loves good food and knows a lot about it. He knows about food. Gourmet. Gourmet means gourmet. Gourmet means, the meaning of gourmet means, what is the meaning of the gourmet, my dear students? Please listen carefully. And sorry for disturbance. Okay, we will continue. Okay, dear students, gourmet means good food, loves good food and knows a lot about it. And what is the meaning? He is an expert. Gourmet is a common noun. Expert. A connoisseur. Connoisseur means, what is the meaning of connoisseur? Connoisseur, CONNOISSEUR. This is more difficult spelling also. The pronunciation is connoisseur. Most of the letters will be silent in this word. A connoisseur of good food. What is the meaning of connoisseur? A person who knows a lot about something such as art. He is expert in art. Connoisseur. He is a expert. Art, wine, and also food. A person who knows a lot about something such as art, wine, food, he is called connoisseur. Gourmet means a connoisseur of good food. A person who knows a lot about food, cooking, and who enjoys eating food. That is the detailed description of the gourmet. Gourmet She is a gourmet cook. It is used as adjective, gourmet cook. Gourmet cook means experienced cook. Of food, very high quality. It is also an adjective, has been used. For example, gourmet coffee, gourmet meal. That means very high quality coffee, high quality meal. As a noun, it has been used as an adjective, as a noun. An adjective is gourmet coffee means highly quality coffee. Gourmet meal means highly quality meal. As a noun, a person who knows a lot about food and cooking, who enjoys eating high quality food, that is called gourmet as a noun. As an adjective, gourmet restaurant, not a restaurant. Restaurant, RESTAURANT. Restaurant. Restaurant is a correct pronunciation. Restaurant is mispronunciation. A gourmet restaurant means highly quality restaurant. A gourmet chef, 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 very experienced person preparing good food. Not chef, chef is a correct pronunciation. Chef. A gourmet chef means highly experienced, more experienced person, head cook. An expert in a particular subject. An expert, connoisseur also in expert. That is the meaning of the usage also as given by the students. I could have been a gourmet if I liked spicy food. I could have been a gourmet. I will become a gourmet if I liked spicy food. If I liked spicy food, I could go there. A gourmet. T is silent, R is silent. If I liked spicy food, that is the usage. And then we go to the next one word substitutes. Important words in many competitive and academic examinations. One word substitutes. So the knowledge of one word substitutes is more useful for synonyms, antonyms also, for understanding the reading comprehension passages. That's why I will in detail explain it to you. So many vocabulary, so much vocabulary, abundant vocabulary will be developed. This word is in this session third word. Cosmopolitan, gourmet, it is a third word. Third one word substitute, recluse. Recluse means, what is the meaning of recluse? RECLUS, recluse. Someone who lives in solitude. Solitude is more important. Solitary. Solitary comes from solitude. One who lives in solitude. What is the meaning of solitude? Live pretty solitary life, single life. Only, ONLY, only. Done existing alone. Solitude means alone. Isolated. Solitary. Solitude means secluded. Quite private and not near people or roads, building. It is isolated. Solitude means lonely, single. Recluse means a person who lives a solitary life and tends and behaves to avoid other people. He is living privately, he is not interested to meet other persons. A person who leads a secluded and solitary life. Secluded means private and not near people. Secluded. A person who lives alone. Recluse means alone. A person who lives alone and avoids going outside. or talking to other people. Avoids, not interested to talking to other people. A recluse is a person who lives alone and deliberately avoids other people. Avoids other people. This is the meaning of recluse. Isolated, hermetic, solitary, secluded. It is also belongs to places also, not a persons. For example, a secluded house in the forest. It is far away from the village. A secluded house. That means it is a private, not near people, roads or building. A secluded house. A secluded house means a solitary house. It is constructed in different way and in particular place far away from the society or village. A solitude, a secluded house in the forest. That is the meaning. And then we go to the next usage also. I want to become a recluse after retirement. I retire. Recluse means living alone, spending time alone, avoids going outside or talking to other people. That is the meaning of recluse. I want to become a recluse after I retire. That is the usage, my dear student. And then next one word substitute is polyglot. Sorry, polyglot. Polyglot means, what is the meaning of polyglot? Polytechnic. Poly means many. Poly, it is a root word. Polyglot, polyglot. That meaning is one who speaks more than one language. Only speaks. He speaks more than one language. He is called polyglot. He knows many languages. That type of person is called polyglot. He knows or using several languages. Several means many. For example, New Orleans. It is a place, has always been a polyglot city. Polyglot city means the people who are speaking many languages. A person who knows and is able to use several languages, many languages, more than one language. For example, monolingual, Lingual, monolingual. What is the meaning of monolingual? One who speaks only one language, monolingual. Bilingual, he speaks two languages, bilingual. Multilingual, he speaks many languages, polyglot also. And here one more different you should understand, my dear student. What is the difference between the linguist, Linguist? What is the difference between linguist and polyglot? We will discuss. Linguist means a person skilled in foreign languages, a person who studies languages, many languages. Studies means someone who studies foreign languages, he can speak them very well, and he teaches also. He studies linguistics. That means he knows about the subject, the grammar and the writing, the vocabulary, everything he have been studied, the literature also. That is called linguist. But polyglot means he knows only, he speaks only. He does not know about the language. Sometimes he does not even writing also he does not know how to write. He only speaks. He only knows the language. That is the main difference between the linguist and polyglot. Please understand, these are most confused words. Linguist, a person skilled in foreign languages or many languages, who studies linguistics and speak them very well. It is a broad concept, linguistics. And a linguist teaches to the student also, but a polyglot is not able to teach the language. He only speaks. He only knows the language, many languages. Linguist studies the structures and development of language. Or someone who knows several languages. That is the difference between linguist, multilingual. Multilingual means polylingual. Monolingual means he speaks only one language. Polyglot means only he is speaking, only he knows many languages or several languages. That is the difference between linguist and polyglot. And I took up Turkish to become a polyglot. Turkish already knows 3 languages, Telugu, Hindi, English, and he is going to learn to speak Turkish to become a polyglot. Then he become a polyglot. He is able to speak several languages. He became a polyglot, or he became a polyglot. And then next one word substitute you should understand. This word is egotist. What is the meaning of egoist to egotist? The students may be confused. Egoist to egotist. Please understand the differentiation between the egotist and egoist. Egoist. This is egoist. 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 Egotist. Egotist means a person who boasts. This is more important. This verb is one's achievements. Boast. 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 What is the meaning of the boast? Boast means talk with excessive pride. Excessive pride, self-satisfaction about one's own achievements, positions, abilities. Boasting oneself. A person who boasts of one's achievements, you should understand, egotist. Egotist means we should use the verb boastful person. He is called egotist. Excessively conceited, absorbed in themselves, self-seeker. A person who considers himself or herself to better, more important than others. Better, more important than others. He is called egotist. You should understand the between the egotist and egoist. Egoist is entirely different. Egotist means boastful person. He is always talking his achievements, his positions, his abilities, his self-satisfaction about his achievements. Egotist. But we will discuss egoist. What is the definition? Who is egoist? Egoist is selfish person. Most selfish person. A person who cares about. A most selfish person means a self-centered or selfish person, egoist. And egoist opposite is altruist. Yesterday we will discuss one of the word. Altruist. Who is altruist? Egoist only selfish person. Altruist unselfish person, whose actions show concern for the welfare of others, Philanthropist. It is altruist, philanthropist, most are synonyms. Wow. What is the attitude of the altruist? Unselfish person. Egoist opposite. Unselfish person whose actions show a concern for the welfare of others. A person who cares about others and helps them to, despite not gaining anything or doing this. He don't want anything. He cares about others. That is altruist. For example, she was an altruist. She was an altruist and idealist. Good qualities. Ideal person. Ideal person is a role model person for the society. He is behaving in a good manner. She was an altruist and idealist, opposite of egoist. That is the meaning of the difference between egotist and egoist and altruist. Okay, here usage as given, my dear student. She saw him as a thoughtless egotist. She saw him as a thoughtless egotist. Egotist means self-boastful person, not self-boastful person. She saw him as a thoughtless egotist. That is the explanation about the egoist, egotist. Egoist opposite is altruist. Altruist means philanthropist. We have already discussed it, philanthropist. And then we go to the next one word substitutes, that is the electorate. Electorate or electorate. Electorate means, what is the meaning of electorate? People who can vote in an election is called electorate. Who has a voting power, ability, voting authority, he is called electorate. One more meaning is there. Electorate list all the people in a country or area who are entitled to vote in an election. The list of people, electorate means the list of people, the list, LIST, list of people entitled to vote in election. The people who are allowed to vote, who is called electorate. Who are allowed to vote, he is called electorate. Electorate, ELECTORATE. The people, the body of the people entitled to vote. The people who are eligible to vote in an election. That is the definition, electorate. Electorate means the people, POPL, people who are eligible to vote in election. Only 60% of the electorate voted in the last election. That is the usage. Elector, ELECTOR, elector. Voter. Electorate means voter. A citizen who has a legal right to vote. Legal right to vote is called electorate or voter or elector. And for example, he was elected chairman. It is a verb. And then usage is given. Last year's electorate comprised of many first time voters. Electorate list of, here the meaning is not a single, it is a list of people entitled to vote in an election. In that list comprised many first time voters are there. That is the usage, my dear students. And then we go to narcissist. Next word, narcissist. Narcissist meaning, what is the meaning of narcissist? NARCISSIST. Narcissist. A person who loves himself the most. Narcissist. It is like a egotist. Narcissist. NARCIST. Narcissist. Someone who loves himself. Someone who has two Egotist is a boastful person, but his personality, his attitude, he loves himself. That is the narcissist. Something is different is there from egotist and narcissist. Narcissist, someone who has too much admiration, too much admiration. For himself or herself, that type of person is called narcissist. An extremely self-centered person who has an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Exaggerate, this is more important word. Exaggerated person. Exaggerated means what type of the attitude? To make something seem larger, more important, better, that is really is. He has no that qualities, but he seems like larger. He seems like more important. He seems like better. It is exaggerated expression. Exaggerated sense of self-importance is called narcissist. And then excessive need for admiration. He is always wanted admiration, admire, praising. He is praised by someone else. He wanted to praising. A person who is overly concerned with his own or her physical appearance. Overly concerned with his physical appearance also. That type of person is called narcissist. He loves himself the most. For example, John is a narcissist and will never love anyone else but himself. Only he loves himself. But never love anyone. John is a narcissist. Narcissist means extremely self-centered person. He loves himself. He has an exaggerated sense of self-importance. That is the narcissist, egocentric person. That is the meaning of the next. We will go to next word. Next one word substitute. This is very important. Cartographer. Cartographer. What is the meaning of the cartographer? Cartographer, a person who draws maps, drawing maps. He designs maps. He framing maps. A person who draws and produces maps is a cartographer. Graph means writing. Cartography. Cartography is studied cartography. The science of art of making maps. Cartography. It is a science. It is an art of making maps. One who knows the cartography is a cartographer. A person who draws maps. For example, she studied cartography in college. It is one of the subjects. A person whose work. What is the work of the person? What is the duty? Making maps and charts. He is a cartographer. Map maker, chart maker, one who makes maps and chart. He is called a cartographer. Cartographic person. He studied cartography in college. That is the person, cartographer, and usage is a cartographer can help you find the right way through a complex forest land through his mastery of maps. Through the mastery of maps, the right way we find out. A cartographer can help us find out the right way through a complex forest. It is a thickly forest. That land, through his mastery maps, through the maps, we should find out easily, even though it is a complex forest land. That is the usage, my dear students. And then we go to the next word. Next word is apostate. It is one of the important words. Apostate. Apostate means who abandons his religion. Abandons, leave, left. Abandon. One who abandons his religion. Apostate. Basically, he is a religious person. He abandons you. He left from his religion. A person who renounces. Abandons means renounce. Renounced. Renounces a religious or political belief or principles. That is the person apostate. That is the meaning of apostate. The apostate, abandoning a religious or political belief or principle. Someone has given up. Abandon means given up or gave up. Given up their religion and left a political party. He is called apostate. He is a renegade. R-E-N-E-G-A-D-E. Renegade means a person who leaves one political or religious group to join another that has very different views. That is renegade. That means apostate. It is a synonym of apostate. Apostate is someone who has abandoned their religious faith, political loyalties and principles. He abandoned. That type of person is called apostate. A deserter, D-E-S-E-R-T-R, deserter. Traitor, renegade, defector. He is a disloyal person, unfaithful to religion or party, unfaithful on that time. That type of person is called apostate. And usage is watching his daughter die. It is one of the phrase, die of cancer. This is entirely as a subject. Made Steve, proper noun, become an apostate. After that incident, Steve became an apostate. Watching his daughter die of cancer, that type of incident in his life made him, Steve, become an apostate. Unfaithful to religion on that time. He has a more confidence up to that time. After this incident, watching his daughter die of cancer made him, Steve, made an apostate. That is the usage, my dear students. And then we go to the next word. Next word is, this is a last word, please listen carefully. Arbitrator. Arbitrator means a person who appointed to settle a dispute between two parties. A dispute between two parties is going on. A person was appointed, he is called arbitrator. An independent person, a body officially, not only independent, a body also appointed, a group of persons to settle a dispute. He is called arbitrator. Someone who has been officially selected, officially chosen, selected. For what purpose? To make a decision that ends a legal disagreement. Some disagreement, some dispute to settle, to make a decision. Someone was being officially appointed. That is called arbitrator. He is called arbitrator. A person who has been officially chosen to make a decision between two people or groups who don't agree. That means he is a judge. For example, a referee is there, referee, umpire, umpire, umpire for sports, a cricket umpire, a tennis umpire. What is the duty of umpire or referee? He is a judge in a sports. He decide what is correct and what is wrong. That type of officially appointed to settle the dispute is called arbitrator. That means a person selected to judge a dispute, to judge the dispute. That is called arbitrator. And usage you should also, in their final judgment, the jury, a group of judges, presented that it is necessary for the parties to have an arbitrator to reach mutual consent. Consent means agreement. That is the meaning of the consent. After a final judgment, the jury presented that it is necessary for the parties to have an arbitrator to reach mutual consent, mutual understanding, mutual agreement. They appointed arbitrator. Jury means a body of people, typically 12 members, jury in legal term. It is a legal term. Jury means a body of people swear oath to give a verdict. Verdict means not verdict. Verdict wrong, mispronounce. Verdict or silent. Verdict. What is the meaning of verdict? A decision on an issue of fact of civil or criminal case. An opinion or judgment. Judgment is called verdict. Verdict. Jury means a body of people sworn to give a verdict in a legal case on the basis of evidence submitted to them in the court submitted. It is a legal term, arbitrate. This is the usage, my dear students. In their final judgment, the jury presented that it is necessary for the parties to have an arbitrator to reach mutual consent. That is the last one. Okay, my dear students, I have completed in 3 parts. First part has completed, second part, this is the third part. In this part, I have discussed, I have explained 10 and 30 one-word substitutes. So I have explained to you. Please understand, and goodbye all of you. Thank you each and everyone.